Hey, I'm Juan. Thank you for joining me. I've been day trading for over a year, went back to school to become a financial analyst, and I'm taking on a challenge. I'm going back to day trading starting May 9th. I funded my account on Lightspeed. I'm starting off with $50,000, taking some savings, just taking $50,000, and my goal is to grow it by 50%, that's $25,000, within 3 months, or I'm going to quit day trading. And I'm going to let you follow my journey. Every day there'll be a thumbnail. If I made 2,000, it'll have 52,000. If I lost 2,000, the next day it'll have 50,000. So whatever I make, I'm going to show it on my thumbnail, and I'm going to day trade live. I'm going to call out my calls. I'm going to do a recap and say why I got into the trade. And just to show you my Lightspeed account, I funded 30,000 today, the 28th, and for ACH, they have a $30,000 limit. So I wired the other 20,000 today, April 28th. So that's 50,000. It's going to take a few days to fund. I'm going to be using my strategy that's been helping me day trade for nearly 10 years. But I'm also going to be testing out a few other strategies, some other software that people are selling, and kind of do a review of it. So first, let me talk about GPS trading. I'm going to be testing it out for the next couple of months. And when I test out someone else's stuff, I'm going to be doing very small positions. It's not my normal size. And just testing out the software. And I'm going to journal every trade. And after 3 months, just show the winning performance, how profitable they are, when's the best time to use it, what type of stocks, what type of setups, and all that stuff. So I'll do my review on this. And here's another package. They have this for a good program. I've been playing around with it, testing it. It's kind of like breakout trading, and it goes off of past support and resistance, which I use a lot of past support and resistance, especially within the year time frame. They kind of modify the Fibonacci retracement to make it work with some of the breakouts. And it seems like real interesting software. So I'm also going to be testing this out and journaling everything and seeing how accurate it is. The bigger trades are going to be my own strategies that I've been using for years. And the last couple of days, I've been looking at the stock market and kind of just writing down where I would enter to see how the market is and just testing the water. Not with I haven't been trading with real money, just writing on a piece of paper where I would enter and where I would exit. So today I was actually on someone else's live, and they were day trading live. And I called out an entry, and it worked out well. So I was watching Tesla because I saw this huge crash, and I usually don't trade the first 10-15 minutes of the stock market because I like to see people that are holding stocks overnight, they sell or they buy, and I just like to let everything mellow out. So I saw this crash, and I started watching it, and on this buy signal, I started keeping an eye on it. When I get into a trade, I like a confluence of different things giving me confirmation. So right here, there was this buy signal, and it wasn't above my moving averages here. So it wasn't an entry for me yet. And the volume was kind of like below average. It wasn't increasing yet. But here it started trending above the 20, and it started trending above the 8 here. So here it got really interesting. And then around here, I got the 5-minute buy signal. It's kind of like a second confirmation, and it's above moving averages. And it was on an uptrend here on the stochastic, above the 80. And then you see this blue line here. The volume is above the average blue line. So the blue line is kind of like the average volume. It was above average volume. So right here, I called it out at this point. This is the candle that said buy. This was a bigger candle. It looked like a strong buy signal candle here. I said 840 entry, and 840, we got weakness here. These crossed over. 884 would have been a potential, or 880 would have been a potential exit. Big money if you would have taken in on this trade. Those are the type of trades I take. But look at the time. So this was at 11 o'clock. So if I started day trading at 8:30, I would have not taken my first trade 2.5 hours. I try to pick the best setups, and I get in and stick to my strategy. And as I'm in the trade, I may scalp, I may exit a little bit just to give me some profit while it's going up. But this would have been a great trade. I would have watched it here, definitely testing the VWAP at 843. And as it broke the VWAP, that would have given me more confirmation to hold. And it was just went on a major uptrend the whole day. So I'm excited about this challenge. May 9th. Next week, I'm not going to trade. The funds should be available on my account 48 to 72 hours. It's going to be business days. So I would imagine Tuesday. And I'll start May 9th. I may have some guests. I may have somebody, one of the guys that has the software, and kind of trade with him live. I'm excited about this challenge. I hope everyone follows me. If you want to trade with me, feel free to trade with me. You can ask me questions. You can tell me to take a look at a stock. If you want me to take a look at a stock, you may find something that I wasn't looking at, but I'm very particular and I kind of wait for multiple things. Like I mentioned on this stock here, we had multiple confirmations. I got a buy signal here, but it's still not enough volume for me. And I just kept it on watch, watching it trend a little bit upwards. And then here, got another buy signal above the moving averages, above the 80 on the stochastic. Now it's trending above average volume. So there was 1, 2, 3, the moving average is 4, this buy signal 5, moving average is 6, and then further confirmation when it broke above the VWAP. Those are 8 different forms of confirmation. And I also, at this point, so this is 11:10, I would also look at the overall trend of the market. So we go here, and this is the QQQ at 11:10. I saw that the QQQ broke above the VWAP. So that's already 9, and this is the SPY, 11:10, broke above VWAP, 10. 10 different confirmations. And if we look at here, the VIX, which trends opposite of the SPY, was on its downwards. So 10 different confirmations before I got into the trade. So I looked at 10 different things before I jumped into this trade. And this is a trade that maybe because Tesla is higher, you could have bought it with some options. And you could have made quite a lot of money if the trade went up $40 and the delta was 50, then your option would have been worth $20. So you would have made $20. So if you bought your option for $10, which times 100 is 1,000, and you sold it for 300, that's 3,000. So you would make essentially, potentially could have made $2,000 on each contract. And if you buy 10 contracts, that's 20,000 right there. So there's potential. I'm hoping, I really feel confident that I can grow my 50,000 to 75,000 within 3 months. I know for some of the other day traders that drive the McLarens and all that, that's chump change. But I take my time. I may take 1 trade. I may take 2 trades. I may sit there for 3 hours and not trade once. I'm going to be very, very careful with this money. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to waste it. I want to grow it by 50%, especially in this climate where we have high inflation and war and supply chain demand issues. So there's just multiple things, the GDP slowdown. There's a lot of macro concerns. Right now, I've been looking at the day trading market. The day trading market has been hot. I'm just going to take my time because I haven't day traded in quite a few months. It's like jumping in an ocean. I'm going to put my feet in, wet my feet a little bit first, and then full dive. So I hope you follow me on my journey, whether I'm successful or not. I think about maybe $5,000 to $10,000 is my stop. So if my account ever gets to 40,000, then I'm done. I'm not going to continue with the challenge. But my goal is to get to 75,000 within 3 months. Glad you can join me. See you on the next video.